aircraft. The aircraft actually is the easy part with hydrogen. It is, and that's not easy at all. It's incredibly hard. The real challenge is the infrastructure. And so what I would ask people to think about is not the hydrogen for the aircraft. That's cool, it's great, I've done design work on that before. It's thinking about how do I create the hydrogen infrastructure to support Heathrow, Charles de Gaulle, JFK. These are places that use massive amounts of energy in the form of jet fuel. We never think about this.
Stay laser focused on solving the core of the problem, which is the emissions themselves. So how do we not have them in the first place? What are those technologies and solutions, which is exactly what Ventures is enabling us to do.
Actually, tomorrow we're launching a paper that we've developed together with the Cambridge University and the Target for Zero initiative of the forum that highlights the 8 unlocks that need to happen in order to really untap all the potential of hydrogen-fueled aircraft.
So if we look at the pathway that we've mapped out to get to net zero in 2050, we see sustainable aviation fuel accounting for 65% of the abatement in 2050. And we reckon about half of that will come from synthetic fuels. We know the science is proven. We know the technology exists. We know that airlines will use the fuel. So we need to incentivize production. I get a little bit angry when I hear people saying we've got to convince the industry to move to sustainable fuels. We're there. In fact, what we've been saying is we need more. We need you to produce more. You produce it and we will use it.
Warren, today there was a very exciting announcement that you're going to do a hydrogen demonstrator. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
We think the gas turbine is an incredibly efficient way of converting the stored energy into some useful power. And if we store the energy in the form of hydrogen and burn it, then we are talking about a zero carbon future, providing we can generate the hydrogen in the first place with a zero carbon source of electricity, which we can with things like nuclear power and wider use of renewables and so on.